Hi all, thank you very much to take the time to watching this video. This video is mainly concentrated on how to create a new folder, uh, and I am focusing this video to those who want to start a career in Sage within Sage X3 as a configuration level. So this is the Sage application where I am giving my credential and I am logging to the system. And in order to create the new folder, that first condition is that you need to have the endpoint selected as Sage X3. So this folder, within this folder endpoint, you can create your new folder for your implementation. So the folder you can find out from setup, then general parameters, and then this function GES you can use, and the system will open the function for to create or edit new folder. So now I am going to create a new folder where I will explain the basic fields wherever it's required to create a folder. So I am creating a folder name called study, and I am saying the description study purpose, and there are some values are by default are there related with database, but most important thing is to creating a folder, it should be the reference folder from Sage X3, because in Sage, this folder Sage X3 folder will have all the business rules, all the functionalities about reports or subsidiary folders and everything which we need to get into our new folder. So you have to select Sage X3 as your reference folder, and definitely you need to give a start date. This will define this folder within inside this folder. The transactions can start from January 2018 onwards, and the currency we need to specify this folder. I am saying that currency is Saudi Riyal. And in this section, install modules, it's saying these are the installed module within this application, and whichever you need the modules belongs to your implementation, you need to make it as, other than you can make it no, but the time being I keep it by default whatever it is there. There are other tabs are there within this function, but I'm not going to explain all by defaulted values, but more important thing we need to look into here, the initialize tab. In this initialize tab you can see that transaction validation, there are by default values are there. I am not going to change anything, but the more important thing is when you are creating your folder, whatever the data you needed from Sage X3 folder to here. So yes, I am saying there are users and profiles are there. Yes, I need it. Miscellaneous table I need it. Sequence number, yes, I need it. Parameter I need it. Control tables, yes, I need it. Company and site I don't want, because I am going to create my own company and site for my implementation. Then statics, I am saying I don't need statics. Import export functionality and templates I need it within the system, which I can use for my configuration level. Chart of accounts I don't need, because I have my own, the same way analytical. And accounting transaction, I don't want any accounting transaction within the system. I need the budget parameters by default, whatever in the Sage X3 is there, I need it in my folder. BP reference system, I am keeping its yes. Then bank, I am saying I don't need because I will have my own bank for my transactions. Then fixed asset parameters is I need by default whatever it is there in the system. Then fixed asset data, I'm saying no. Financial data extraction, I'm saying no. Here the language level, I am going to give two languages I need. One is I am saying standard Arabic language. Another one I need in British English. And legislation, this is very important point, that legislations are country specific. Since for GCC countries there is no legislation, I am going to select a legislation called British legislation for me, but you can add n number of legislations. This will help you to configure a world-wide company's business processes. So, but the current time I am saying legislation, I am saying only one, and the default language I am saying that again it's a British English, and my country I am saying Saudi Arabia. And now remaining tabs are by default, some values are there. I am not going to change anything. I am going to create this folder. System now asking, you have entered only one legislation, do you want to deactivate the multi legislation often for this folder? For me, I am considering I will have only one legislation for this creation. So I can create it yes, or I can create it no. That means later point of time I can add another legislation when it is come that business needs a new country specific business rules and everything. So the time being I will make it no. And this is I created that folder for our studying purpose, so that you can see that folder is in your left list. So by saying that just created the folder by with the definition, but you currently this is not will be in the endpoint level to start your configuration. Next video will be how you can validate this folder and why we need to do the validation, what are the benefit you will get the validation, that it will cover in next video. So thank you very much to watching my video. If you like this video, please like the video and subscribe and share to other people, those who are wanted to come in Sage X3 configuration level. Thank you very much.